Silver can weigh a ton, just saying. I attended further calls this week on the From Russia With Love book. That's now underway. The website upgrades, the Positive Action Group, and some other projects this week, and a lot of other shows. And of course, we had another extra show on Tuesday. I connected much more in the way of dots, and more will come from that show at a later date. Now, with the calls, there was lots of good suggestions being made and promoted of how we expand this coming year, and we will be expanding. And we want more to come in and help your own people to get this running more and take the strain away from the few who are doing. But here's a suggestion that all members can do. There are lots of people who do posts on MeWe or Facebook pages, and at some point it was a valid exercise, and still is to a minor point today, of highlighting certain issues. But what if your posts were tailored to be of assistance to the Positive Action Group? So instead of just posting, think of ways the post can be of benefit for the Positive Actions Group in terms of using the material to formulate letters of response and or potential groups for our attention. And no, let's not go after Biden or some other supposed figure of importance, because A, they are not important, B, we have no government, and C, it is clickbait and a waste of energy. So if you can find time to research and post, that time can be better spent engaging the Positive Action Group as well. And that way your posts have a potential meaning, and your time researching will be put to better use. That's a far better use of your energy than just posting and waiting for people to make sarcastic, witty or abusive comments plus a stream of emojis. Your post could potentially have a greater impact then. That then is thinking different as part of a collective and not just posting for the sake of it. Now, I have observed further evidence this week that when matched with what has unfolded since last October, heavy downloads in November that still have to be implemented, and the shows that have been written over spans of time are converging into one giant picture. Of yet another bigger picture will emerge in due course. But things are coming at and to me now on an increasing scale in a shortening span of time. Just this week, symbolic dreams of the collapsing old house. It's a sign of the old world decay, and no amount of fixing it will work. Those ensconced in their world now will stay there. And what they are trying to do is they're trying to entice us to go with them. Don't absorb. Don't engage that path, because it's not for you. It is only for them. And that recent dream involved Kim trying to employ me in a building project or a rebuilding project. And Kim wanted to hire me. But the building project was collapsing all around. Walls literally falling down. It is not a building to rebuild, just demolish. Now in the dream, Kim actually paid me, which is a first. But I walked out laughing. But what she paid became significant. It was £180. The 180 is for me to flip sides all worlds. That is not going to happen. Your world is ending, and we don't want or need it to go forward. Now, just 8 hours later, I was called to go to a favourite place of mine back in Durango. And while in the forest part, I heard an unknown woman call the name of Kim's daughter, and yet no one was around. I was then called to take some pictures, which means there is something to see beyond the eyesight. I could detect something, but I could not see it or them. And as usual, the sight of greys appeared in the photo, kind of a prerequisite for me and my life. But in the picture was what I can only describe as Pan, the cloven-footed forest entity with a sickle in his hand, ready to attack. Well, the attack failed. And the convergence of thoughts, ideas, shows, plans and events is now getting ever so tighter. You must work on the self. You must protect the self. You must clear, centre, ground and shield in that order. You must keep your path. You must social distance their world. Not 6 feet and not even a barge pole length now. It is much wider. You must integrate your shadows, pulling in pieces of you scattered everywhere like a shattered mirror. Remember, I said to you, you are the third person looking at the person looking in the mirror, watching a copy image of itself. And when you see that third person is you. It is more of you and what you are. The mirror is the false image and also the copy.